Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is the Prince of FNAF, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And of course, if you like the content seen in tonight's video, then be sure to hit that notification bell and like button. That way, you will indeed be notified for any awesome videos like this in the future. With that out of the way, let's get started with today's video. So here is the Transformers number 24 Megatron figure produced by Funko, and it is part of the Funko Pop Retro Toys line, which is pretty cool. It is, as you can see here, the G1 Megatron, which looks pretty cool. I actually like it. It's really nice for, a G1 Megatron figure. See at the side of the box. And this is actually one of the few figures that still has that cartoon anime style. A lot of the newer figures, and I keep going on about it, I'm going to keep doing so, but a lot of the newer figures again have that more CGI render. You can see the other Transformers that are available in the Retro Toys Transformers line: Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Megatron, Jazz, and Soundwave. We'll be picking up, at least if I can find some, an Optimus Prime and a Soundwave. But yeah, pretty cool. You can see the nice background images, very reminiscent of like the old Transformers cartoon, and a lot of the stuff that would appear on the very vintage Transformers toy box art, which is pretty cool. Anyway, we're gonna get this evil guy unboxed and take a closer look at this evil alien robot warmonger in person. Now, before we continue with the rest of the video, I just want to say Funko has really gone all out with their retro toys line, because Transformers is only scratching the surface. There's a lot of other franchises that they've really put into their retro toys line. You have things like Barbie, you have things like G.I. Joe, of course the Transformers as you see here, and even Stretch Armstrong. Shout out to my brother Vulcan84 Gamer, who did pick himself up a Stretch Armstrong Funko Pop, again, part of their retro toys line. But anyway, let's continue with the rest of the review at hand. Alright, so here we have the tyrannical ruler of the Decepticons out of the box, and he does look pretty cool. I love the chrome. It is pretty cool, and it is very reminiscent of the old Transformers cartoon and the toys that came along with said cartoon. Pretty cool, very nostalgic for those who are into nostalgia these days, because there's a lot of people who still, like the G.I. Joes, the He-Mans, and all that jazz. So this is probably something that you would enjoy for those, nostalgic people out there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Looks like G1 Megatron. Wow, my fingerprints are really greasy tonight. I'll have to clean them up after. But he is pretty cool. You can see him. Nice chrome paint. His eyes are, that classic Decepticon red. He looks like he should be holding something for some reason. Right? His hand is just in a clawed position. Maybe he's laughing maniacally, which is very interesting. I really feel like there should be like an Energon cube or something in his hand. I don't know. Or like Optimus Prime's head. I don't know. It's pretty cool. He has this arm-mounted cannon, very accurate to the cartoons. And I almost would have liked him to be kind of, going like this with his cannon, getting ready to fire. It looks pretty cool, though. Definitely a lot of fun. For size comparison, here is the Retro Toys G1 Megatron Funko Pop next to the Hasbro Transformers Prime First Edition Megatron. Alright, and next up for size comparison, here we also have the Funko Pop Retro Toys G1 Megatron next to the 2007 movie Megatron from the Michael Bay films, one of my favorite figures in my Transformers collection. As for the sculpting on this G1 Megatron Funko Pop, it is pretty good. It almost looks like Funko tried to replicate the G1 cartoon as well as the toys that came with it. Like I said when I was taking a look at the box art, because it's really just reminiscent of that era of like the vintage Transformers, the stuff that your grandparents may have bought for you during the 90s. It's just pretty cool. I still love it. It's a cool rendition of the original Megatron, you know? We wouldn't have the Michael Bay films and all of those crazy CGI animated cartoons and all that jazz if it wasn't for what Hasbro did in the 90s. And it is pretty cool. I mean, yes, it was just a gear to basically sell toys. That's what a lot of the cartoons were aimed at, but it's still really nice. And I think it's a nice rendition of that classic Megatron design in Funko Pop form. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of the Funko Pop design, but you know, there's kind of a gear for people that like them. Otherwise, they wouldn't continue to make them so profusely. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You can start to see some like mechanical details of like his gun form, like the holsters. It is pretty cool. He's got like a weird cannon on his back, a lot of like mechanical parts. Very detailed for a simplistic Transformer design, which I think is pretty awesome. He's got some more mechanical details here, and I'm pretty sure right here where his arm splits around the elbow area was red, but you know, it's pretty good. It's not the best G1 Megatron, but it will suffice. I mean, this is the cheapest G1 Megatron you can get. You can get like a really fancy G1 Megatron at like Big Bad Toy Store, but it's quite expensive. But it does look exactly like how he does in the cartoon. It's just you're paying for a lot of stuff that it comes with, like accessories and alternate faces and you know all that jazz. But it is pretty cool what you get here for a decent price. I think I paid about $10 for him at the store, so not bad. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Do take care and have a great night. I'll see you guys in the next video.